And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But if we're on base in scoring position, one guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, it's Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now the 1st-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now out comes Houston. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 24. Mike's 59.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We're set. 19. 59. Check pass. Check pass. 26. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. I hope you brought your luck. 24. Check 3. Check 3.
Watson on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch up. 59. Check 13. Shift. Watch the shift. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll toss it to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's
DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
It's back. 6:37. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's 3rd down. Before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Monday, down. You ready? Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. No chief. That's it.
They give to Martin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Carr gives to Rashard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Check.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Back at the 7-yard line.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Dawson's kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
It's got to be a long. 24. It's got to be a long. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On second down, here's Miller. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's 21-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, 734. Come on, let's go. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Hey, zoom.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. The final shot here before half for Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
29.
Now Carr. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
41 Mike. Wildville.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 13.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Switch. White Monday down.
Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Texans
We got
take over
this.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Keep it up. Under 10. 10. Check. Lucky. Check 50. Alert. I can afford.
Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Fuller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Slam. Hey, I got him. That's me.
Watson with a give to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Reset. 19. 51. All day, punk. I 55.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Yeah. You don't want none. Go Chief. Check 26.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Low, low, low. Check, check. 29. 29.
Shotgun now for Carr. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. Green team. 54 Mike. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day. Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Miller. And he's got room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 29 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Buzz. Be ready. Check. Fresno.
On first down, it's Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Silver.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
One man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Express. 40 worth the mic. 40 worth the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Texans 35, Raiders 17. Phil Dawson sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
This is it. UAT. Hey, let's come to Hey, let's go. Let's come to crowd. Hey, 31. 54. Hustle. You better bring. Check.
On first down, Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On second down now, it's Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Down, Houston. Lamar Miller, 87 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
180. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Carr caught by Nelson left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
4 down.
But they'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
I said, 19, 55. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again, set. 51 to Mike, boys, 51. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
54.
On third down, Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, 63 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Throwing now, Watson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.